Hi, welcome, Simon here. Let's talk about why my computer suddenly have no internet. The Wi-Fi is not showing up on the computer. I couldn't see my own router, my own Wi-Fi, and the computer just have no internet. So what should I do? Alright, so here I have Asus VivoBook. The time of recording, this laptop here is about 1 month old. So technically it's quite brand new and it's still under warranty. Let's take a look at the bottom right corner here. As you can see that there's a little globe here. When you click on the globe, it should show Wi-Fi availability, where you can search for your own Wi-Fi at home, or maybe you want to search at the Starbucks or any public Wi-Fi, but here it definitely doesn't show the Wi-Fi whatsoever. If you go down to the start button here, right click on the start, go to device manager. At this device manager, you can definitely see that there's no error or any problem indicates that you need to have updated drivers. When you have a problem in device manager, you should see a little question mark or like little alert sign or the warning sign that indicates to get your attention that you may need to have the driver updates or whatnot. But here definitely it doesn't show anything. So when you click on network adapters, it doesn't show any Wi-Fi is being listed here as a driver. I know that the laptop has Wi-Fi because it was working for about a month, and after that it stopped working for no reason whatsoever. Alright, so let me list what are the possibilities. Number one, it could be the driver issue, like here you can see the driver is not listed. Number two, it could be the BIOS or the firmware on the motherboard is not updated, okay? And then once that Windows update, sometimes the security update on Windows 11, it kind of bypassed or forgot what the firmware was. Therefore, the computer is not seeing the hardware. Hardware, I'm related to network interface card, your Wi-Fi card. The third option, it could be antivirus program like McAfee could be the problem, or it could be Norton, or it could be things like that that is blocking the internet. Alright, so let's move on to the next is how do I troubleshoot and how do I fix the problem. Alright, so first thing I like to do is to hardwire it. So from the router, from your internet router, you want to get an Ethernet cable directly hardwired to your laptop. You might want to find the driver updates or the BIOS or the firmware updates. Hopefully that fixes the problem. Now this laptop here, on the side of it, it doesn't have the RJ45 jack where I can insert the Ethernet cable. RJ45 jack is something like this, where you can insert the Ethernet cable. So this laptop doesn't have it. What I have to do is to buy a USB Ethernet adapter. If you're not sure where to buy them, go check the link down description below. I'll link it to Amazon where you can buy the USB Ethernet adapter. With this adapter, you connect from your router, hardwired in to the USB adapter, and connect this USB to the side of your laptop. Once it's connected to the laptop, you can see that the driver device manager immediately shows that you have a USB to fast Ethernet adapter right here. It just showed up. When the thing is showed up on the computer, you can see at the bottom right corner, I see that little Ethernet connection is established. Once it is established, double click your browser. You can go to Microsoft Edge or you can go to Google Chrome. Here, what I like to do is go directly to Asus, driver, download, enter. This is the first search. It says download center from Asus official website. Click on that, and here I need to enter my model. So to find the model, go and look at the back of your computer. There's a little tag right here. The tag right here will show your serial number and the model number. For me, the model number for this is, let me see here, is M1502Y. So here I would put in as a model M1502. You make a suggestion, you say Asus VivoBook 15. Let's click on that. That looks like the right model. Let's click on driver and tools. Let's select the correct model. And they have the I, the Y, and the Q. Mine is the Y. Click OK. As you can see that they do have drivers available for Windows 11 64-bit, and it shows wireless LAN has to be updated. Now here shows 2023 December 12th. I think that was already released and installed in the computer. So let's take a look at the BIOS firmware. So here it shows that the BIOS update for Windows 2025 March 24th. So what that tells me is that if this computer, I bought it a month ago, that means it's probably end of March, let's just say March 30th, and the release of this is on the 24th. I believe that the computer was already delivered to the store, or maybe in the back room of the shelf. So that means this computer did not get the update for this BIOS. So I definitely would like to install the BIOS first before I start installing the drivers. Click here. Let's click on this. Let's try to install it. Click yes. Now I want to give you a heads up. If your computer has an encryption using a BitLocker, because Windows 11 Microsoft do encourage people to encrypt the hard drive and sync everything up to the cloud, and if you are one of them already encrypted the hard drive, you must decrypt the hard drive before you do the BIOS update. Click next, install. Click next, install. All right, so I repeat myself again. If your hard drive has a BitLocker turned on or encryption turned on, you have to turn it off before you can install the firmware, the BIOS firmware, because it will restart the computer and it won't install until you say yes to restart the computer now. It won't install the firmware when the hard drive is encrypted. So you need to decrypt it. And I do not know why Microsoft wants to have that installed as a hard drive encryption for security reason, I believe. But definitely, you know, if you're not familiar with it, you can get locked out easily. All right, I'm just going to wait through the computer do its updates, whatever, installing the BIOS and the firmware. So just leave it here. I still have the USB adapter plugged in and the internet is still connected to the computer. I just want to take this opportunity to say thanks for watching the video, since I'm just waiting for the updates. If you have any question, please comment down below. I do appreciate you for commenting. And of course, if you have any question, just go to my website. You can check the email. If you have any attachments of your pictures, you want to show it to me, or any short video clips you want to show it to me, explain your problem, go to my website, ubergeeks.biz, and send me an email with the attachment, because if you comment in YouTube, you're not able to attach pictures or videos that you want to share with me. But send me an email and I'll try to answer you through an email, or just comment down in the YouTube. I will read your comment and answer any of your computer questions. And last but not least, if this video is helpful and you would like to support my work, my video and my channel, please click on YouTube Super Thanks. YouTube Super Thanks allow you to share your gratitude, right? If you want to share gratitude to support my work, please do so. So here it says, check system power error, please plug in AC adapter. So now you definitely need to plug in an AC adapter for the BIOS update. I need to go ahead and find the AC adapter right now. Just a second. Alright, so you definitely need to have your adapter plugged in. I just plug it in here on the right side. And here's the pop-up message that it says Easy Flash utility will allow you to update the latest BIOS. Do not shut down, blah blah blah. I click yes. And right here it says warning, BIOS update is processing. Do not turn off your computer. That is the reason why they emphasize to have the AC adapter plugged in. And I apologize in advance, I did not plug in my adapter at the very beginning. I had to pause the recording, run to grab the adapter and plug it in. So once it's plugged in, you click OK and then click yes, follow the instruction to update the firmware or the BIOS. Alright, update successfully, system will restart. Let's go ahead and get it restart by itself. Alright, the computer is booting back up. It's going through some updates. Okay, it's restarting again. Let's just wait. Okay, comes to the welcome screen. We might have to install the WLAN driver, the wireless local area network driver. We might have to, but that was released in 2023, so I don't think that we need to do that. But then again, let's find out if the Wi-Fi is back on. Alright, so we are back to the home page right here. First thing I like to do is to disconnect the USB Ethernet adapter. So I just disconnected that and see what happens here when I click on the globe. I still do not have the Wi-Fi. It's still not showing up here. Let's right click on the device manager. I still do not see the wireless adapter is here. So next thing to do is to rehook it back the adapter. I'm going to jump right into back Google Chrome and Asus driver download. The model for that, what was my model again? kind of forgot the model here. Just a second. It's going to be M1502. Driver and tools. Let's download the wireless LAN adapter and see what happens. Nope, I do not want to restart my computer. Click finish. Let's download the AMD chipset as well. Okay, let's try to restart the computer now because we have the VLAN installed as well as the AMD chipset. I still do not have the Wi-Fi. Let me go to control panel and see what happens. Definitely the Wi-Fi adapter does not show up in regards to all the firmware update and the driver updates. So my expectation is that there might be something wrong with the Wi-Fi card. So it is not the driver, it is not the firmware or the BIOS. It's definitely something to do with physically wireless adapter. So I may have to change that out in this video here. I might as well try to do it right now and see what happens. So let's go ahead and turn off the shut it down. I didn't expect this video to be this long. Okay, the computer is shut off. Using a Phillips screwdriver. So the screws at the bottom is a bit smaller compared to other screws that is on the top. So it looks like the 4 screws at the bottom is much smaller. Alright, so I just opened up the back cover and looks like that is the Wi-Fi card, and see if I have a replacement for that. I should have a replacement somewhere. Hopefully this is the same one. Let's see if it's compatible. Okay, so it looks something like this, but I have a different set of it. Let's see if that actually goes in and see if it takes in without any blue screen. So far we have tried multiple things, and the last resort is to go ahead and change out the wireless network card, which I just did, and see if it actually works. So let's turn on the computer. Okay, let's click on the bottom right corner. It's still not seeing the wireless card. Let's try a different wireless card for the second time, and hopefully that is the problem, because I did install a different Wi-Fi card on this. Let me find a Wi-Fi card that looks about the same. See, I have this one. Okay, hopefully this is the same. Let's take a look here. So the original one looks like this. I find another replacement that look about the same, and see if it actually works. Now, if this doesn't work, you can either send it back to the manufacturer as a warranty, because this computer here is less than 1 year old, or a quick fix around it is to buy a USB Wi-Fi adapter. And there's one way to fix it and just move on. I'll show it to you what is USB Wi-Fi adapter in just a second. So a USB Wi-Fi adapter, it should be something like it should look something like this. Okay, of course this is the old version of a USB Wi-Fi adapter. You just stick it into your USB port, and this would act as a Wi-Fi and connect to the internet. The newer version of it is really small, like a little receiver for your wireless mouse. So you can stick it right next to it, and it's really small, it doesn't bother you. But this is the old version of it. That's why it looks very big. Device manager. All right, I do see something shows up here. As you can see that the wireless band shows up. And let's see if I can get internet here. I probably need to fix this. Wireless is on. I can see wireless is up now. Wireless is available. There we go. We just fixed it. And we can connect to the internet. It's asking for a password. So great. Just wanted to point it out to you. It took us a very long process to figure this out. The wireless card is broken. This Wi-Fi thing is broken. It's no good. I need to fix that driver. So I was pointing out, if driver has a problem, it will show something like this. Okay. Now we have gone through multiple things. We update the firmware, which did not help. Install the VLAN, did not help. And I did mention about security. If you have Norton, McAfee, sometimes they cause the problem. we changed out the wireless card, the NIC card, and that fixes the problem. And here we have internet. So let me go ahead and put in the password, and once the password is here connected to it, I will finish up the driver updates for this one, and that should be it. So so I think that this story behind it is that even if it's a brand new computer, sometimes things may just gone bad. Okay. Sorry for the long video, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop right now, stop talking. Until next time, take care. Bye now.